Hello and welcome to the Warcraft 3 audio commentary. It's been a bit. It's been a little while. I'm sorry about that. I've had finals and final projects and all kinds of nonsense going on, but that's all over and I'm moving back home tomorrow. So I wanted to go ahead and do this tonight. A little commentary thing, a little shindig, a little dance, a little party tooty tutu pink thing. I don't know. But I wanted to go ahead and do this because, it's nice to get back into the groove, and I saw some replays that looked very fascinating. You may not believe who the players are, or at least one of the players. You may recognize the name, Xiahong Zhang. I don't think that's how you say it, but you probably know him as Moon, the legend, the 5th race Moon, indeed. And yeah, let's get into this game and introduce our good players. We do have Moon playing in as the Night Elf, the Teal Night Elf, down in the lower left of Twisted Meadows, going Warden first, going to be going up against LOF.Dalaran, also known as SnoW.BaN, the pink human, who's going to be grabbing that Archmage as his first hero, going with a fairly standard build here. And again, I don't even know Moon's playing the game. Moon, the 5th race. Moon, it's Moon. This is Moon. I'm very excited about this. I really am. I'm also really excited to be casting another game, and hopefully we're gonna see a lot more commentaries on the YouTube channel soon. We'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, just a quick reminder / side note: the internet at my house fairly slow, so I wouldn't really expect more than a video a day, if that, because that's about how long it takes. It's about 8 hours to 10 hours to upload a video on that internet. So that is a slight problem, but that is addressable. A video a day, if maybe 5 videos a week, something like that. It's a lot better than none, I'll put it like that. Which is really weird, because I'm gonna have time to do tons of them, and I'm just not gonna be able to upload them all. But oh well. Yeah, so we can of course see that the Warden, he is getting a lot of XP here, picking up that peasant kill as well as this Ancient of War creep. Meanwhile, SnoW.BaN taking some time to go ahead and creep out his expansion right off the bat, saying, you know what, I know this map and I know what you're going to try to do, which is, double AOW creep right here. As you can see, you might not have this one up for a little while. He might decide it's time to harass just a bit with that Warden, which looks like is what he wants to do. But once that happens, he's going to come over here and actually creep out and get level 3 very easily. And not only does he have this Ancient of War that's going to creep out this shop, he's also going to eat his way through these trees right here with this Ancient of War to give him access to creep out these camp, or this mercenary camp as well. And he does have a Wisp up here scouting about, saying, what is going on with this Archmage? What's he doing over here? Is he going to get this expansion up? Can I stop it? Can I harass the crap out of it? The answer to all of those questions is, I don't know. We'll see. That was a really nice deny by that Archmage on that Peasant. He did waste a Shadow Strike on it, which is 75 mana now. Used to be 65, but it did get nerfed in one of the recent patches. So that's really nice to go ahead and get that nice deny. Of course, if you deny a unit, you do not give experience to your opponent. So that's always really, really good, and that's the whole point of denying. And down here we can go ahead and see that he's going to go ahead and begin to creep out this mercenary camp with that Ancient of War, the Archer, and picks up a Forest Troll Berserker as well to go ahead and help creep this out. And he does have these 2 Wisps right here that he's going to go ahead and use to start repairing that Ancient of War just so it doesn't die, because he doesn't want it to die right there to those creeps. And he's going to bring that Warden right back in here. Now he did, I think, sell his TP. He did, yes indeed. And he picked up a Staff of Teleportation and a Boots of Speed from the shop. He did get the Circlet from the creep camp, I believe, right here. So that is that right there. And of course, we have a Footman inside of this base. He's going to maybe try to do some damage to these Wisps. I think so. This just is going to take a little bit of actions per minute away from controlling your army over here and your hero, and just to make you have to go ahead and micro those Wisps a little bit. And it's not too intensive with the Footman. You just have to make sure it's not, running into one of these trees or something. And it gives you an alert when that happens. So it's not kind of like a set and forget until, like, you see a red ping on your mini map, and you're like, oh, our troops are under attack, or whatever the that's exactly how it sounds, whatever the game tells you. That right there, if you were listening. And yeah, you're gonna see that footman is gonna die. He did get shadow striked, and all of these units here are gonna take him down. You can also see that Moon has gone ahead and picked up or recruited a Forest Troll Shadow Priest right there, which is, you know, a pretty good unit. It allows him to heal up a little bit. It gives him the main use of this is going to be the Abolish magic though, which helps him dispel water elementals. It does a lot of damage to these guys. I think it's something like 250 damage, which is pretty useful. Pretty good to have, especially because those water elementals at level 2 can do a lot of damage, and you're going to see that Archmage getting pretty close to level 3 right now, and he will pick up that level 2 water elementals when he does. Now we can see the Warden is level 3. He's already gotten you can creep very, very quickly, especially on this map as an elf player, because you just get those Ancient of Wars all over the place, and you can move him about. And this one, he's going to sit it back right here. It's going to give him a decent amount of scouting information. As you can see, sitting next to that tree, but still getting all this scouting information over here. And he's got or maybe that was from the Wisp, actually. So I guess it's this bit. I was like, that's kind of far. And he's getting that. So it's nice to have, just getting lots of scouting information. Over here we can see that the Warden is just also looking around the map saying, what is he doing? Am I going to be able to find any units maybe running between the bases? He knows there's the expansion up at this point. And we're going to see him going ahead and TPing back with the Staff of Teleportation. He's also making a Glaive Thrower. And maybe doing that from both bases. Yes, he is. And he's going to take down one of those footmen. And that Archmage is running into the base. He's not quite level 3 now. He's actually only 1 experience away from hitting level 3. So very, very close. He just wants to go ahead and, if he can, just kill a Whisper, anything to get level 3, and then, you know, continue to do some harassment. But there goes a second footman down, and this third footman, it's not looking too good for him. As you can see, he's going to get a Shadow Strike cast onto him, and he's going to be running away, but he is not going to make it. As you can see, it does slow him down a little bit, also doing some additional damage over time, and that is going to be the final tick to kill him for 30 poison damage. Of course, you can see that the Warden is running pretty quickly, and he's going to take another footman down with another Shadow Strike. And again, level 2 Shadow Strike, very, very good at picking units off, because it does provide not only that slow, but it also provides a very powerful dot and an initial 150 damage. So it's pretty good. And SnoW.BaN, he was going to go for the creep here, it looked like, and then maybe he thought, since, you know, there was the footman getting chased running this way, it might be a better idea to not necessarily do that. And in fact, Moon would have came over here and jacked him, but he could have easily got that level 3 from killing this level 1 null camp right here, or creep right here, if he had wanted to. And it looks like he's going to say, well, I'm satisfied that Moon's not really going to come over here or commit to coming over here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and pick up level 3 on my Archmage. And there it is, and he's going to go ahead and finish creeping that out, because why not? There's not really a lot else he can do at the moment. You know, he could try to do a little bit of harass, but if he gets caught out into a bad spot being chased by that Warden, he does have Boots of Speed, but the Shadow Strikes are still going to do a lot of damage to him, so he does want to play a little bit careful there, because as you can see, he does have that Arcane Vault, but it is at the expansion, not the main, and it looks like the main is what's about to get hit here with these Glaive Throwers, and so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, because that is a lot of Glaive Throwers. That is currently 4 Glaive Throwers, and do we see any more on the way? No, but we do see the Vorpal Blades upgrade coming in, and that will allow him to have kind of a line splash damage here. As you can see, it says to strike through the initial ground targets and damage those behind, which is also really nice. And they can't actually attack trees without it, so they also get the ability to attack trees once they get that. Now this keeps taking a lot of damage already. You can just see from those 4 Glaive Throwers, they're actually upgraded with one of the upgrade attacks, which brings their attack damage up to 37 to 71 siege damage. It's a lot. And Moon is just going for it. He's saying, no, I'm going to kill your farm. I'm going to kill your keep as well. And you're going to have to mass repair that if you want to. And one of the problems here with mass repairing it like this is that you're going to be sitting there and losing peasants as you go, because a Shadow Strike will take those guys down pretty easily. And if not one Shadow Strike, you'll see that he will be able to get a little bit of extra focus fire in from these units here. In fact, or he's going to use level 2 Phantom Knives, which also works pretty well, as you can see. And that's going to force SnoW.BaN to TP back in here. He's going to have to try to deal with that. He does have a Scroll of Healing, so he can counter, you know, one more Phantom Knives come out and he could counter that, which would work. He'd probably lose 1 or 2 units there if he waits that long. Would have been really nice if he had a shop up here, or if he actually had a Scroll of Regeneration, so he could heal guys up. And in fact, it looks like he's retrained from Water Elemental on over to Blizzard, and Blizzard's pretty good because it does deal damage to these Glaive Throwers right here, as you can see, starting to deal an attack. And it's also going to be good for dealing with those towers. The only thing that he needs to be concerned about is the fact he doesn't have a shop up here. And he's making a Paladin second, but I really think he could use a shop up here, and you can just see he's taking a lot of damage once those Glaive Throwers actually do a volley on him. I mean, a whole lot of damage, and he's going to have to be really, really careful, but that Paladin is about to come out and can cast Holy Lights out the wazoo, because he will have level 1 Brilliance Aura sitting there giving him additional mana. We're going to see that coming in right there. Yes, indeed. And here comes that level 4 Warden. And once again, I mean, that is kind of a thing he needs to be very concerned about. He is getting one of those Arcane Sanctums down over at his expansion. But will it come in time? I don't know. As you can see, this is getting pretty close to the wire up here at this base. And we're going to go ahead and see one of these footmen now trying to run away. There are Dryads out on the field. Indeed, we're going to see these 2 Ancient Protectors also down and a couple of Wisps coming in to start repairing these Glaive Throwers. And it looks like we're going to see these Glaive Throwers splitting up to try to go ahead and avoid taking too much damage from the Blizzards all at once, which is really, really nice because the Blizzard AoE, it's about like big-ish, about that green rectangle. So as long as he keeps those spread out, those 2 could be hit by the same Blizzard, but these 2 over here couldn't. So it's just kind of really nice and efficient play from Moon that we're seeing, and he's playing really well. But you know, I don't know. I don't know if he's on a time limit or not. This is an interesting situation. I like to give analysis, but right now I'm not really sure what's. It looks to me like Moon's ahead. But, you know, maybe if some sorceresses get out, then maybe something could happen for SnoW.BaN. But, you know, there are those Dryads right there, so which are immune to magic and they can dispel the slows, etc. So I'm not really sure, but it's you know, it's happening. So but lots of priests are coming out, and the priests are going to be pretty effective, and they do allow him to heal his units, which is what he wants. I feel like he's going to need something other than footmen and priests, though. And as you can see, he's getting some additional upgrades right there for his buildings and such. He is at level 2 masonry. Can't actually upgrade any further than that because he's stuck at keep. But I guess maybe if these footmen have defend, they could. You know, defended footmen with priests are pretty good, but then you still have to deal with the fact that there's going to be the Fan of Knives right there, as you can see, and it hurts. It hurts a lot, and he's still taking so much siege damage, and there's these Ancient Protectors holding down the position here, and another Glaive Thrower coming into this fight right now. I mean, he's barely holding on. 2 more Glaive Throwers. In fact, he's going to have a lot of trouble right now. Moon is just really doing something right now that is just, it's working pretty well for him. That Blizzard's going to come in and force those Glaive Throwers back a little bit, and he's going to say, okay, I can do that, I can handle that, because your Archmage is taking a lot of damage, and I'm not really too concerned about it. In fact, he's going to bring that Warden up here, and he is going to Shadow Meld it right here, which basically is a huge threat, because if that Archmage at this point walks this way, he's going to get Shadow Striked and Phantom Knives almost certainly, I would assume. And maybe not. Maybe not. He's going to use the Phantom Knives down here on the footman to pick up a kill instead. That works pretty well. Trying to get a second footman kill, that's going to get Holy Lighted, but it almost looks like he's certainly going to lose another footman. Yeah, down it goes. And he is going to do a lot of damage to that Archmage. Will he try to finish it off with a Shadow Strike? No, but he will pick off the Town Hall. I kind of caught it, but down, no, almost seeing that Archmage die as well. That Archmage is getting very, very low, and SnoW.BaN, he doesn't have a TP, he doesn't really have a way out of this. He just kind of has to turtle back up against these 2 towers here. Not really going to go too well for him, and in fact, he's going to go ahead and call good game. So, well done by Moon with, you know, playing against 2 base versus 1, but you can do that as long as you get the punishment timing window right. And basically what I mean with that is, you have a little bit of time from the time that your opponent takes the expansion to the time that it actually kicks in, and if you can start doing a lot of damage and play a strategy that like kind of hits right along that period of time and says, you don't really have any units, you don't really have an army, but I have a really good army and I'm going to set up some defense outside your base and I'm going to put on a full mounted siege. Well, apparently it can work, and or Moon can make it work. I mean, I guess it's not a completely uncommon strategy, but well done, really well executed. What a good game. And that was game 1 for, what is it? For AWC. So, we're going to go into game 2. Should be able to click right around here for an annotation to see that. Otherwise, if you're in like the playlist or whatever, it should take you right over there. So that's game 2 between these 2, and the best of 3, I believe. So. We'll have to go look and see because I don't know how many games are. But we're going over there right now. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Whoops. Yeah, there's this screen as well. This screen as well. So if you're one of those people who likes to look at the score screens, there you go.